tonight. No end in sight to all of this pouring rain. Streets all across the Bay Area turned into rivers. This is video from Pasco County where many roads remain flooded.
In Hillsborough County, same story. Drivers negotiated flooded streets and parking lots to fill their gas tanks. A tip for drivers: do not drive through water if you do not know how deep it is. We have team coverage of this rainy weather. Let's start with Peter Bernard. He is joining us live in Pasco County where some of the worst flooding is happening. And Peter, it's still just kind of a mess out there. We've seen video all day long, but is it any better at all?
Good evening, Keith and Jen. Yeah, it is a mess out here. As a matter of fact, roads are closed all over western Pasco County as heavy rains have been pelting the area for hours. Right behind me, you can see a guy back there. He's been sweeping out his carport, trying to keep the water out of his house. So far, he says he's been successful. All that water around here has to go somewhere, and for many, that means detours and delays. Relentless rain inundated streets in Holiday and Newport Richey. At Moog Road, just west of 19, the driver of this car lost control and ended up in a ditch. Near Avery Road and Oakwood Drive, water is sloshing up against some foundations, but so far, it's staying out of homes. At Ivory Terrace and Mexicali, floodwaters made for treacherous travel for drivers who barreled on through. What do you think of all this rain and all this flooding out in front of your place?
I think that they should make this drain update it to take the amount of water that comes down per minute to actually flow out of here.
Pasco County set up sandbag filling stations so residents could arm themselves against the expected rising waters. Trinity residents Nick DeVella and a neighbor jumped at the chance.
We've been getting water flood issues, so we're getting prepared. It's a little high in the back.
Better to deal with this now than the house being flooded and having worse headaches later.
Some people made the best of the floodwaters.
We have about 4 inches of water in the garage. We're about 2 to 3 inches from getting in the house. And it happens this way almost every time it rains.
And it looks like these people down here are getting out of Dodge. We've been watching them load up that car. Looks like they're going to be moving out. And in the rain out here, it looks like it's going to get worse before it gets better. And a big area of concern around here is the Anclote River, which is forecast to rise overnight. So Pasco County is warning those folks down there, if they feel like they're threatened, to have them call 911. Jen and Keith?
Well, you have to feel for those people if it's true what that man says, that every time it rains, you know, they have to fear for this kind of flooding. It's just a bad situation. Thank you, Peter Bernard.